Welcome back. It's time for part 3 of my campaign update, State of the Union, and State of the World. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, a presidential candidate from the 2024 presidential election, but I have not conceded the election because it was fraudulent. And so I'm continuing with my plans for the future. I know people are listening, so this is my way of getting ideas out there for right now until something changes and the Supreme Court makes a ruling on my lawsuit that I have pending about the election last year. So if you want to find out more about that, my website is susan4usa.com. That's Susan, the number 4, USA.com. Then, other things in the news. I guess some lighter things. This is part 3. Straws. I think I want to talk more about why are we using straws? Why don't we just drink from a glass? Let's get rid of straws entirely. There's no need to have a straw. Now, if you're getting a special beverage, like a cocktail or something, then maybe a straw. But really, every restaurant gives ice in a straw? I mean, ice water is unhealthy. Drinking it through a straw is really unhealthy. First off, the water never hits your mouth, so your mouth doesn't know that you've even drank anything. So we got to eliminate the straws and drink directly from a cup or a glass. Let the liquid go into our mouth so that it knows that it's got something. And then apparently cold water is bad for our sinuses and it's bad for our ears, and it causes ringing and eventually quite possibly hearing loss. There's been some sort of study that it might have to do with some of the hearing loss that we've got going on in our country. Other countries are not having that experience. And so when I go to Switzerland, I get a glass of water from actually a bottle, first off, and then secondly, there's no ice. It's cooled, but it's not ice cold. And there are maybe times where you want some ice, and in Europe you can have ice put in, but here you get ice with a little bit of water or a little bit of a beverage. Whereas there you get beverage, and then if you want some ice, you can have some. But you still drink from the glass. So there is a difference in size of people. I don't know if it has anything to do with the size of people. But if our body doesn't know that we're drinking something, that leaves us in a perpetual thirst. And so, somebody, if you want to research it, please do and get back to me. But, let's just get rid of straws entirely and let's stop putting ice in everything. Let's have room temperature. So what I do is I ask for a cup of hot water with some lemon in it. And until right now, the restaurants are giving it to me usually for free. I think only one time have somebody charged me $1 or so for it. So, I think I recommend that. Warm water with some lemon. It's healthy. It's good for you. And that's part of it. The other thing is we're not getting enough salt. Now, I know some of you might be on medicines where you need to have low sodium, and that's okay. So this message is not for you. But for the rest of us, have some salt and get healthy salt, like sea salt and iodine salt. This is what the body craves. And a lot of your issues might be because you're not getting the right salt or you're not having enough salt. And we need salt for our nerves and to get our bodies, moving and everything. For all of our body parts need salt. We have a lot of salt water in us. So, yeah, that's salt. And please stop using corn syrup in everything. It's really unhealthy for humans. I don't know if it's healthy for anybody, but a little bit is okay. But right now I'm finding it in everything that I have. And, I don't know when corn syrup became a big thing, but it's not great. And we have a lot of people having bad reactions to it. So I think we need to get rid of corn syrup. And at gas stations, can we get some, like a little section really with just fresh produce where we can really get, bananas and apples and lettuce and tomatoes and maybe some corn and onions, so that we can do maybe one-stop shopping. And it would be nice to have a little section maybe with some chicken, like chicken breasts that we can take home, not already cooked, raw, sort of like a mini grocery store inside the gas station. That would be nice. And therefore, then we can do sort of one-stop shopping. Because right now I go in and I see all this processed food, and I can't imagine that stuff is all being sold. So, I guess the manufacturer is paying you to keep it on your shelf. But, do we really need like 100 different M&Ms at every gas station? Can we not free up some of that space for some real food that people can, take home? Sheetz is doing a great job. They've got their kitchen and they're making things fresh for you right there and then, which is wonderful. Thank you, Sheetz, for doing that. You're doing great. So this message is more for the other gas stations that don't have that option. Because at Sheetz you can get a salad, you can get, you can get a hamburger, you can get all sorts of things, and it's fresh. So thank you, Sheetz. For other gas stations, it's not the case. So you don't have to be like a Sheetz, but you could do something different. And you could have like a mini grocery store there. Some of you do have some things available, like a little mini grocery store, but you don't have the fresh produce or the fresh meats, like a little bit of chicken or a little bit of beef or some bacon that you can buy and take home. And then you've got one-stop shopping. So that would be my recommendation for some of the situations out there. Because, when I was on the road last year, I would stop by some gas stations and I'd be hungry, but I'd walk in the door and just everything was over-processed, pre-packaged garbage. And I'm like, I am not putting that stuff in my body. It's going to make me sick. And so I don't. I hardly can buy anything at gas stations right now that aren't like a Sheetz, that don't have like some sort of restaurant attached to them. And yes, so also there are gas stations like a Pilot and some of these other ones, Loves, They have some real restaurants attached to them too, which is great, because then you can even go and have a sit-down meal and then head out again, and you rest yourself from driving long hours too, and you get fresh food. So thank you for that too. That's really good. IHOP, Denny's, Wendy's, even McDonald's. Yeah, it's good. That part's good. So some of the places are coming along, but there are some that are still sort of, they need to, I don't know, just think about their shoppers a little. Maybe that's what I need to say. Okay, so yeah, and food wise, processed food in the US is terrible. I will say a lot of the aches and pains that people are having is from the chemicals they're putting into our foods. And I talked about it earlier today in my Unitarian Universalist service that I provide, the Unitarian Universalists of Zurich, Switzerland, online. So at that one today, I talked about grapes and the fact that when I was a child, most of the grapes you bought had seeds in them. Well, with the engineering, with food, the fruits that they're doing, they engineered grapes now without seeds. And now you can hardly find grapes with seeds in the stores. And this is appalling because this is unnatural. These are man-made. And the seed is where the best part of the vitamins are. So we need the seed and the seed oil to fight cancer. So please, grocery stores, start buying whole produce again, whole fruits and vegetables with seeds. I want seeds in my watermelon. I want seeds in my grapes. I want to go back to natural foods, organic foods with very little pesticides. It's time. We've gone too far in the chemical direction, and it's not working. It's unacceptable. Not for my people, not for the USA. If other countries want to do things like that, go for it. Not in my USA. I care about you. I care about me. I care about people visiting. I want us to enjoy our lives and ourselves and feel good. And right now, our food does not make us feel good. It makes us sick, and it makes us feel sick. So I'm going to stop here, and then I'll pick up on the next topic, whatever that might be. So thank you for stopping by. See you in the next video. Bye.